Hey everyone, it's Melissa. Today's video started out as one thing, but it kind of ended up me focusing on something else, and the something else is a new way I figured out how to use Velcro rollers without it tearing up my hair. But let me talk about the first one first. So my friend Kathy on Instagram, she said, have you tried the Makeup by Mario? I'm thinking about trying it. What do you think? And I said, well, no, I haven't tried it yet. And so let me order it. And she said, yeah, I think I'm going to run down and get it too. So mine came in, and my color is 11N. It is, name is Surreal Skin Foundation. Okay, so, you know, came nicely boxed and everything. Oh my goodness, I did a whole thing on Instagram, and I'm gonna link some pictures. I couldn't continue with trying this out because within an hour, my pores were pitted and showing, and it just looked like my pores were enormous. It showed everything, and it was so sticky that you could, you know, put my fingers on it and you could hear it being tacky and sticky. And by another hour had passed, I had just shampooed my hair that morning, and my bangs were just greasy, and you know, from being around it. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, put powder on it, but I don't like to wear powder. It makes me look 100 years older, and there's too many foundations out there that I don't have to wear powder with. So I don't want to pay, you know, a lot of money for me to have to adapt to that foundation. I'd rather buy a foundation that adapts to me. So this is not the foundation for me. And my friend that said she was going to get it, Kathy, at the same time, she had the same problem and she didn't like it either. So that was two of us that were not happy with this foundation. I took the foundation off, and my skin looked so much better without foundation rather than this foundation. So it is going back. I didn't want to continue the experiment with it because it's going back. I've got to go to Knoxville tomorrow, so I'm taking it back. So instead of doing a total review on it, I'm going to tell you all of something I did. I thought, you know, I looked at my Velcro rollers. Now, I love to use Velcro rollers. I like to use my great big curling iron. I think it's a 2-inch curling iron. Hold it up for about 8 seconds and then put a big Velcro in it, a big Velcro roller. Well, as you can see, Velcro rollers pull my hair. Look, I mean, it just pulls my hair out. And even no matter how small the piece, no matter how much I try to hold it tight and make it real even going down, it just wraps around. When you have real fine, baby fine flyaway hair like I do that's frizzy, it just gets caught in these bristles. So I tried the smooth kind of roller, but my hair, they just kind of slipped out of my hair, and it didn't make much bump or anything else to it. It just didn't do much. So I wanted to use the Velcros, and I kept looking at them and looking at them. And I thought, well, maybe if I got some sandpaper and sanded those bristles down a little bit. Well, that didn't work. Then I got some scissors and tried cutting the bristles down a little bit. Well, that didn't work. So what I did was I got gauze and put around it. The bristles still come through, but they slide right out. So I get more grip than I do with just those smooth plastic magnetic type rollers. So they do have enough, because I push the gauze in, you know, like that. But I get enough of the bristles coming through to grab it, but not enough where it tangles. I tell you, I was tickled that I did this. I started out my experiment. I've been experimenting with Velcros for quite a while, trying different things. I've cut, I've smoothed, I've buffed, trying to get them to be where they wouldn't tear my hair up as much. But I tried first with cheesecloth, but the cheesecloth, the strings came out and it got all over the place, and then it started kind of tangling up in my hair, and that didn't work. So here's what I did. I just had gauze pads, and that actually worked real well. I could get 4 rollers out of 1 gauze pad. So here's what I did. I took the gauze, size gauze pad is 3 inches by 3 inches. So I took the gauze pad out, okay? Then I unfolded it completely, and I noticed there was like a little piece of tissue in there. So I took the tissue out, and then I had this piece of gauze right here. So what I did was I cut it. So, it's in a big rectangle. I cut it this, 2, and 3. So I had 4 pieces going this way. So I cut it widthwise like that. So what I did was I'll go ahead and cut it on that fold there. Let me do that and I'll show you. Okay, so for the size Velcro roller that I had, I think this is about a 2-inch Velcro roller too, but you could do bigger ones or smaller ones and just adjust your cutting to, how much you cut to where it'll wrap around. So I just started, and this is the right width, and then I look to see how much is left, and it goes right there, and then I press it in like that. So it is at the root of the Velcro bristles. So some of the bristles, you can see them, some of the bristles are coming through to grab just a little bit. If you've got thick, coarse hair, this might not work for you because the the regular Velcros may not tear your hair. But if Velcros just tear your hair all to pieces, then this might be the thing to you. And I'm going to show how easy it comes out, and I'm going to show what trouble I have with a regular Velcro as opposed to the gauze covered. And you can make it as wide as you need to. Get regular gauze pads, whatever you can, just some kind of gauze, and just cover it up, mash it in, you're good to go. So I'm going to show you some things right now. I kept one without the gauze so you could see how hard of a time I have and how my hair wraps around a regular one without the gauze. And then the rest of them are with the gauze, and you can see how nicely they come out. So anyway, I thought that was maybe a hopefully little helpful hack that you all maybe could use, take with you and use. But I'm tickled, and I got this hair with it, and it will last me all day long. So I was glad with the least amount of hair coming out and breakage. I get a lot of breakage with regular Velcros. And sometimes it really gets tangled in there no matter how careful I am. So thank you so much for watching. And I still can't get over how much I did not like that Mario foundation. It wasn't for me. And I think when I go, I've got quite a few things I need to replenish at Sephora and Ulta tomorrow when I go to Knoxville after my appointment. I'm going to turn this back in and see what some new things that they have there. And so I may try some things. There was a product that I saw at Sephora, and I forgot who it was by, but it was a pencil that you could use on your lips, eyes, and cheeks. So I thought I might try that and see what I thought of it. So I'll try some different things and let you all know what I found. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Talk to you all later, and have a good rest of the week, and see you soon, and love you all. Bye-bye.